Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So a couple days on my Instagram story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, do it. I post a lot of little mini reviews and just life things on my story that are just fun. Anyways, I mentioned I wanted to get back on track with healthy eating and just exercise, just healthy lifestyle things, since I've been kind of in a rut with quarantine and online school and everything. So just to kind of set the stage a little bit. Before quarantine, I was meal prepping for every week because I had a very busy school schedule, so I really had to plan out all of my meals in advance. And then quarantine came around and everything kind of went down the drain. Since I didn't want to go to the grocery store as much, since I was kind of like a crowded place, you know, coronavirus wasn't the best place to go. I kind of stopped buying as much fresh fruit and produce because it would just go bad if I bought too much of it by the time I could eat it. So it just kind of became wasteful. I resorted to a lot of like Trader Joe's frozen stuff, which Trader Joe's has good stuff. Like I would say it's pretty healthy overall, but I just felt like I was lacking the fruits and vegetables, the nutrients. I also worked out at home for a solid 3 weeks, then literally put my weights in my little storage thing. I was not motivated to work out at home. Home workouts are not my jam. So I just kind of switched into doing walks, which was good to stay active, but I definitely missed feeling strong. So fast forward to now, I actually just took a nutrition class. If you're new to this channel, I'm a dental student. And just hearing over and over again how beneficial it is to have a diet that is rich in fruit and vegetables just kind of woke me up, and I was like, okay, I just need to get back on this. And it's not that I don't like healthy food. I actually really love healthy food. If I'm offered a plate of vegetables, like I will literally eat a lot of them. It's just that I haven't been planning ahead and actually buying them. I just have been going to the grocery store without any sort of plan, which was my first mistake and something that I will be fixing in this video. And just resorting to a lot of like processed snacks. Like I love pretzels, goldfish, those kind of things. But I realized that those were becoming like my only snacks throughout the day. And it just like wasn't making me feel very good. It wasn't really filling me up. So time to make a little change. So if you've been feeling the same way, I know a lot of you have. Quarantine just wasn't the best time physically, nutritionally, mentally, so I'm just trying to switch things up, get things back on track. In terms of fitness, I'm definitely going to get back to a routine. I'll explain later in like the fitness segment of the video. I'm really not interested in making any changes that are not sustainable in my lifestyle. So every change I'll be making in this video is something that I actually want to change, something that I know I'll enjoy, and something that I can manage. All I really need to do is put a little more energy and focus into it, and that's honestly what I've been lacking lately. I just haven't been paying attention to it, expecting that healthy eating is just gonna happen, but it takes a little bit of time. Not a lot of time, just a little bit of thinking. I'm not making any physique or weight related goals. Those have never really been effective for me, like lose 10 pounds, get more lean. I find that making healthy lifestyle choices has always been better on me mentally and usually leads to some sort of physical result. So that is the plan. Okay, so starting with food, the plan is to go to the grocery store once a week with a list. That means I need to think about my meals, plan them out in advance, and actually make a list so I don't just go wandering down the aisles to the Oreos. Again, this isn't about eating to like get lean or anything. It's really about being healthy and feeling good. Sometimes when you eat a lot of processed food and stuff, you just don't feel good. So breakfast is easy. I basically have my protein oats every day, but lunch and dinner, I definitely need a little more planning. And my biggest thing is that I'm planning out my fruits and vegetables of the week. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I'll buy a vegetable with no plan in mind, and then I literally will never end up eating it because if I don't say, okay, we're having asparagus for dinner, so I need to get enough asparagus for dinner, then I literally will never eat the asparagus. I'm also making fruit a priority for snacks. Fruit is a great snack. It's a little hydrating. I'm always thirsty. It's filling. It has a lot of nutrients, the vitamins, the things we need. The whole goal with food is just to be a little more systematic about it. Having a meal plan in mind, even if it's just like, oh, I know that I'm gonna cook my salmon for dinner. It doesn't need to be like all prepped on Sunday. It just needs to be, I know what I'm eating and it's in the fridge. It helps me avoid eating out. I don't have to like stand in front of the fridge and be like, what's for lunch today? And it saves money, and I'm all about saving money. So that's the plan for food. I'm gonna show you a little grocery shopping, a little cooking, and then a full day of eating as well. All right, so I finalized my grocery list and we're getting 3 types of fruit, a few other things that we need. I always need oats and almond milk for my protein oats. And then for lunch, I also just feel like I've been lacking in the veggie department, so I'm just gonna go with a salad. I really like salads with a lot of like veggies on top. Is that weird to say? Firm veggies. So we're going with avocado because avocado makes every salad better. Chicken for some protein, spinach, and then bell pepper, tomato, and a little balsamic dressing. We're gonna go to Costco because honestly Ian eats a lot, and if we're gonna be getting like 10 to 12 servings for like a whole week's worth of meals, we just gotta go to Costco. So that's the plan. Might go to one other grocery store. Planning is key. If I don't plan out eating a vegetable, it will not get eaten. So we're gonna plant it and we're gonna eat it. All right, so I am back from Costco. Also, I know I have little breakouts. I just don't really care. Let's normalize breakouts, people, okay? And so we only went to Costco, not any other grocery stores, even though we didn't get a couple things just because they came in such like giant packs that it was a little excessive. I'm gonna start with the only processed food that I got because I just have to. These little Quaker rice crackers. They're so good. They're like little 80-calorie packs. I'm trying to only snack on fruit, but for when I do want something a little crispy, these are really good, and they have like sweet and salty flavors. And yes, I let Peach up on the counter. I don't care, but we got a bunch of apples. I feel like this is too many apples. I told Ian he has to eat them because this is what he wanted. And then I got 2 little mini watermelons. I love watermelons. And then I put everything away already, but we also got some blackberries. Ian never ate his overnight oats from this morning. Quite rude. A whole thing of spinach, a giant thing of blueberries, which honestly will only last a day. Some more eggs for breakfast. All the almond milks. This was $8 for 3 organic unsweetened almond milks. Like, you cannot beat Costco on that. And they didn't have any good looking chicken thighs, so we got this seasoned tri-tip. So we're gonna have steak salads this week. And I got a bunch of asparagus. I think asparagus is my favorite vegetable. Got bell peppers for on top of the salad. I also love bell peppers. I guess there's nothing really in there. Where are the tomatoes? And then for dinners, I wanted a fish. I kind of was feeling a white fish, so we got this miso glazed cod. I'm really bad at seasoning my food, so sometimes I just want something pre-seasoned. And Costco's still more affordable than most places. What are you doing? You watching me? And lastly, I got a giant thing of oats. These are also just the best to get at Costco. But yeah, I feel good about going to Costco because with the list, we really stuck to everything we needed, and we just didn't even bother going down like random aisles of stuff we didn't need. So I feel like that helped us save money and also avoid a lot of the junk food because we really just stayed in like the produce and like meat area. Good morning. Now we're gonna transition into, I guess, like a little like what I eat in a day style thing, but also a little bit of meal prepping because I need to pack some lunches for the week. So I just made some coffee in my French press. It's just like regular coffee, and I'm gonna add my protein because I like my protein coffee. I'm just having regular hot protein coffee today. I either do hot or iced. It adds like 10 to 15 grams of protein. And I had a question recently if you should still be like using protein powder even if you don't work out or you're not like working out a lot. But eating a high protein diet helps you maintain your muscle mass even if you're not working out. So I always try to get in a lot of protein in my day. I try not to have more than 2 scoops of protein powder in a day because you should be getting most of your protein from like actual whole foods, but anyway. So I'm using the blueberry muffin level 1. It's my favorite flavor in oats, and I think it's my new favorite flavor in coffee, hot coffee at least, not iced coffee. The blue throws me off for iced coffee. So I just take my little half scoop, adjust the scoop size based on how much flavor you want, and then I just use this little guy to mix it up. It kind of acts as a creamer, and it's like literally not clumpy at all. It gets a little fluffy on the top with the milk frother thing, and it literally doesn't taste like protein. It just tastes like amazing blueberry muffin coffee. I don't know why that's a good combo, but it's like kind of a very breakfasty combo because blueberry muffin, breakfast, I don't know. Anyways, I linked this down below. This is my 3rd tub in under a year, and I'm almost done with this one. Just of the blueberry muffin flavor alone. Like, I am freaking obsessed with this flavor. All right, so breakfast is happening. We're just doing a little scramble with some Trader Joe's soy chorizo. So like, tastes like chorizo, but it's actually made of tofu soy. We have some berries because, you know, trying to eat that fruit. And then just gonna have a slice of this bread I got at Trader Joe's, just cinnamon raisin Ezekiel bread. I don't know if there's anything special about Ezekiel bread, but it's pretty good. So I don't know if anyone else does this with their toast, but when you have 2 pieces of toast, I always put like the butter inside, and it kind of like softens the butter up so it's easier to spread because I hate squishing my toast down. Okay, I'm probably not having a real lunch today just because I need to go take some photos. And I don't really have time because I haven't meal prepped my lunches yet. So I'm just having one of the birthday cake level 1 bars. It's literally like a cookie texture, has little funfetti bits. So good. This is my new favorite flavor. I liked the chocolate ones, but they never wowed me. This one, big fan. I'll link these down below as well. Something I also make sure I have every day are my greens and reds. because even if I try to get all the servings of fruits and vegetables in every day, if it doesn't happen one day or it doesn't even come close one day, at least I know that I have these, which have several servings of fruits and vegetables. I don't know how many it is, but it's a lot. They also just give me kind of like a little midday energy boost. And a lot of people just think that the greens are like just veggies, but they also have probiotics and digestive enzymes, so they help a lot with your gut. I often have these like either before or after like a big meal, if I'm not having them like in my usual like mid-afternoon, and it just helps me feel like not so like bloated and uncomfortable for a long time. So you know how sometimes that happens after a big meal. So I'll link these down below. I look forward to them every day because they're really good. I am prepping the lunches for the week. I'm just doing 2 for now because we still have not gotten avocado, or I also want a cucumber. I forgot about the cucumber. But we cooked the tri-tip, so I'll be adding a few slices of that as my protein. Then we have a little bed of spinach. Spinach is my favorite, like salad green, I don't know. And then I'll be adding a red bell pepper and some of these little cherry tomatoes, and then a little balsamic vinaigrette. Okay, so we have the leftover steak to put in the salads for remaining nights. I packed myself a little dressing in just like this little mini Tupperware. And then here's mine. I have about 3 ounces of steak, and I have some bell peppers, some little cherry tomatoes, and some spinach. It could definitely benefit from some avocado, but that's okay. So yeah, this will be my lunch tomorrow. This is Ian, so he gets a little more steak because he eats more than me. Okay, so I'm about to cook our dinner for the night. I'd consider this like somewhat meal prepped, more like planned, because we do have to cook the pieces of cod every night, but I'm cooking the miso glazed cod from Costco. It says to cook from frozen, so I am gonna cook from frozen. They cook for about 20 minutes. I also have my rice cooking in the rice cooker, and then I'm going to make a side of asparagus. Okay, Ian's on the phone, so I apologize. But just got my rice from the rice cooker. The cod is fully cooked. And then I love air frying asparagus. It crisps it up. It's so good. And just with like a little salt and some avocado oil spray to make it stick. Perfect. So I just finished my workout. As of now, my gym is open and masks are required to enter and exit the gym. People in my gym don't really follow those instructions. I still think the gym is a very close environment, so I personally am choosing to wear my mask, and I'm only working out outside right now. Outside is definitely a lot safer because first of all, like no one is ever in my outside area, like maybe like 2 to 3 people max, and it's a very big area. And also just having that natural air, the wind kind of blow everything away, you know, keep the circulation good. I just feel comfortable working out outside, so I'm very lucky that my gym has that. And since I literally just came out of basically not lifting any weights for 2.5 months, it's not really realistic for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym 6 days a week and lift weights. Like that just won't happen for me. So I do want to be active every day for at least about 30 minutes. So my goal right now is to go to the gym and lift weights 3 to 4 times a week. I'd like it to be more on the 4 end. I definitely have the time for it. Just some weeks it maybe won't happen. So gym 3 to 4 times a week, and on days I don't go to the gym, I want to go on a little evening walk for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how I want to do it. So that means I'll be active every day. I'm really just trying to build my strength back up, a little stamina, and just like be healthier. It's nothing physique related. Physique related goals for me just like always get me in a bad place. So that is a plan. I worked out for about 45 minutes this morning. Later this weekend, I think I'm going to come up with an actual like gym plan, as in like on these days I'm going to be working out these muscles, because right now it's kind of been all over the place, and me and Ian, we just have not been really on the same page when we go to the gym, and we do like to work out together just because social distancing is better, like stick together. I don't know. Okay, so I'm back with my current workout plan. I was kind of experimenting with a few different workouts for a while, and I finally settled on what I think just works best for me. So I've been consistently getting to the gym around 4 days a week, which is perfectly fine, especially if you're lifting really heavy. Sometimes it's hard to lift that many more days a week, especially since I'm not like, you know, a bodybuilder or anything. Like this is just part of my life. So I'm prioritizing my compound lifts, and right now I'm going to the gym Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. And 2 days of the week I'm doing a push full body, and then 2 other days of the week I'm doing a pull full body. I kind of just structure my days around which compound lifts I want to do. On push days I'm going to be doing a little chest, shoulders, triceps. Usually overhead presses go on that day, or like always overhead presses go on that day. But my 2 main lifts of push day are going to be hip thrusts and squats. I know they're not necessarily push, but it just feels good for me to put those on those days, so that works for me. Then on pull day I'm doing basically back, biceps, and rear delts. I try to work on my pull-ups on pull day, and I try to work on my deadlifts. Deadlifts are definitely the priority. Those are kind of one of my favorite compound moves right now because I really feel like it's helping me strengthen my back, and I just love deadlifts. So that's a workout routine. You'll be seeing a lot of those workouts on my Instagram. Ian is here with me now and we've been working out together, so he's been filming my workouts for me, so send him a little thank you. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below what other videos you guys would like to see from me, lifestyle, leggings, anything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!